Hello everyone again. In my last short video I was talking about the quality of attention that we can be giving ourselves, and I think I closed with thinking of benevolent curiosity as a way of just being inquisitive about how I am without being judgmental, because how I attend to myself and how I consider myself is likely to be how I judge and consider what comes to me in relationship to myself and the instrument. And today I said I would talk about some of the unique qualities of the piano which we can begin to take on board and pay attention to. So the first thing I want to talk about is that when the note has been played and the hammer has struck the string, there's absolutely nothing I can do now to affect the sound. There's no use there's nothing I can do here, nothing that pressing harder will do. The sound comes, the string is struck, and the behaviour of the sound is to diminish. So as I strike the note, I might as well come to rest. No amount of extra tension is going to change anything. The only reason for keeping my finger here on the note is so that I don't release the damper back down onto the string to stop the sound. Well, how to go about altering the quality of sound from quiet through to loud and everything in between. Well, there's something rather special about the hammer, the way the hammer is constructed, a little bit like we have skin, muscle and bone. The layers of felt on a hammer are similarly constructed to be a little softer on the outside, a little firmer in the middle, and really quite wiry and tough right in the centre. Unless you're Horowitz, he liked to have a brittle exterior of the hammer and something a little softer in the middle. And Alfred Brendel likes it the other way round, I believe. Something soft and fluffy on the outside, soft in the intermediate layers, and then really fiery in the middle. And I think that that's why his sound is so very brilliant. And a clever, wonderful technician can really play with the texture and fabric of each layer of the hammer in order to produce a whole spectrum of wonderful sound. So the hammer looks a little bit like the layers of an onion. We have the centre, which is wood, a compact layer of felt, and then more layers of felt and more until we reach the final outer surface of the hammer. And this just shows a little pricking tool which the technician will use to create a different density of the different layers of felt. So my technician came a couple of years ago and he listened to how I love my piano to sound, and he took into account the room that the piano is in, and hey presto, I've got fantastic hammers. So if I'm aiming for a quiet note, I will want just to engage the outside layer of the hammer with the string. So really I'm hardly brushing the string with the hammer. I want to come for something a bit more mezzo piano. I want to go deeper into the hammer. If I want to come to mezzo forte, I would like to come deeper still. And then for something sforzando, I'm going to intentionally go for the very centre of the hammer. Excuse me. So I don't really know how that happens. I'm just aligning my intention with my understanding of the hammer and trusting that what will happen will be what I want. And if it isn't what I want, as I listen to it and I'm curious about it, I can begin to respond. But the first thing I want to suggest that we do is to experiment with our visualization of the layers of the hammer, how they connect with the string, and to remember that once the note has been struck, it's not like a stringed instrument or a wind instrument where you can vary the quality of tone through the note. Once the note has struck, the hammer has flown to the string, job done. So I might as well rest until I decide that the sound has fulfilled its purpose and I can take my hand away. So, 6 minutes of something for you to think about.